After 60, boost your brain power with these 5 daily habits. Keep your mind sharp. Have you ever had that moment when you walk into a room and suddenly you're not sure why you're there? Or you reach for your keys and can't for the life of you remember where you left them? It's a feeling that many of us brush off with a laugh. But when it happens more often than you'd like, it can leave you feeling uneasy. The worry starts to creep in. Is this normal? Is something wrong with me? What if I told you that what you're experiencing is more common than you think? That it's not just a matter of age catching up with you, but something you have the power to change? The truth is, our brains don't work quite the way they used to when we were younger, and that's okay. We all go through this, but it doesn't mean we're doomed to fade away mentally. The good news is that the ability to stay sharp, alert, and even improve our cognitive abilities lies in our hands. Yes, even after 60. As we age, our brains can feel like they're slowing down. Thoughts aren't as quick, memories don't stick as easily, and it's easy to start believing that mental decline is inevitable. But let me tell you something. It's not. This is not a sentence. It's a call to action. In fact, if you've been noticing these changes, that's a sign that your body is sending you a message, one that you can act on. We have the ability to not only halt the process, but to actually improve our cognitive health. The idea that we can stop our brains from aging, or better yet, make them stronger with age, is not a fantasy. It's science-backed and achievable, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So, if you've ever found yourself asking, how can I keep my mind sharp and feel more in control again? Then stay tuned. Because today, I'm going to share 5 simple habits that will not just preserve your brain power, but could actually enhance it, no matter how many candles are on your birthday cake. Now, you might be thinking, what if I'm too late? What if I've already lost too much? I want to reassure you, it's never too late. Trust me, your brain has an incredible ability to heal and grow, and all it needs is the right stimulation. Let's begin with something you may already know but might not realize is essential. Exercise. You might be asking, exercise? What does that have to do with my brain? Well, I'm about to tell you. You see, regular physical activity is not just about staying fit. It's a direct path to improving brain function. It's been proven time and again that when we move our bodies, we stimulate the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, BDNF. Think of it as the fertilizer for your brain. It helps grow new brain cells and maintain the old ones. Yes, you can actually grow new brain cells after 60. Let that sink in for a moment. Your brain can grow new cells, and all it takes is consistent, moderate exercise. It's not about running marathons or lifting heavy weights. You don't need to train like an athlete. A simple walk around the block or stretching in the morning is enough to get your blood flowing and deliver nutrients to your brain. So let's imagine something for a moment. Picture yourself waking up tomorrow, stepping outside, and breathing in the fresh air as you walk through the park. The sun is just rising, and the world feels a little bit clearer. Your body is moving, and in doing so, your brain is getting stronger. You're not just improving your heart rate, you're boosting your memory, your ability to focus, and your mental clarity. But the best part? Exercise doesn't just stop at physical benefits. It improves your mood, increases your energy levels, and reduces stress. Those little moments where you struggle to find a word or a memory, they begin to happen less and less. Your brain is thanking you for taking action. Now what if I told you that there's another secret weapon you have, one that's right in your kitchen? Yes, the food you eat plays an even bigger role in brain health than most people realize. You've probably heard the phrase, "You are what you eat." And when it comes to your brain, this couldn't be truer. Your brain needs fuel, and not just any fuel, high-quality fuel. Think about it. Your brain is an organ like any other in your body. It needs the right nutrients to function properly. So what do you feed it? If you're relying on processed foods, sugary snacks, and excess caffeine, It's like putting cheap gas in a luxury car. It may get you from point A to point B, but you're not getting the best performance. Let's talk about what your brain does need. Foods like salmon, which are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, have been shown to protect against cognitive decline. Omega-3s are essential for brain function, particularly for memory and cognitive speed. Then, there are blueberries. These tiny fruits are packed with antioxidants, which fight oxidative stress and keep your brain from aging too quickly. And don't forget about leafy greens like spinach and kale. These powerhouses are full of vitamin K, which is critical for your brain's ability to store and process memories. But it's not just about what you eat, it's about what you avoid. Highly processed foods, sugary snacks, and even too much alcohol can take a toll on your brain. They can increase inflammation, impair memory, and even reduce your brain's ability to learn. So think of it like this: each meal is an opportunity to feed your brain the right fuel. The better you feed it, the sharper it will stay. Incorporating healthy foods into your daily routine isn't a massive overhaul. Start small. Add 1 or 2 brain-boosting foods into your meals each day. Soon, you'll notice that not only does your body feel better, but your mind does too. Imagine not just remembering that name or finding your keys right away, but feeling an energy and clarity you thought had left you years ago. We've covered 2 crucial habits now: exercise and nutrition. But we're not done yet, because just like the body needs fuel and movement, the brain needs stimulation, and not just the kind you're used to, real mental challenge. Stay with me as we move into how engaging your brain with new experiences and learning opportunities can drastically improve your mental health. But first, let's take a moment to reflect. If you've been struggling with these small memory lapses or mental fog, it's not too late to reverse it. You are fully capable of turning this around. Stay tuned to find out how. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night, staring at the clock, knowing that you've still got hours of sleep left but feeling wide awake? That feeling of lying there, restless, watching the minutes tick by, is frustrating, to say the least. But what if I told you that these late-night wake-ups are not just a nuisance? They could be a sign that your brain is calling out for something more, something you can fix. Sleep is something we all know we need, but it's often the last thing we prioritize. The truth is, as we age, our sleep patterns shift. We may wake up at odd hours, and sometimes even struggle to get back to sleep. But here's the thing: not getting enough quality sleep doesn't just leave us groggy the next day. It directly impacts our brain function. It affects how we think, how we remember things, and how clear our minds feel. Your brain is the one part of your body that doesn't get to rest fully while you're awake. It's always working, processing, thinking, and connecting information. But when you sleep, that's when it gets its chance to recover. Your brain consolidates memories, strengthens neural pathways, and processes the day's experiences. If you aren't giving it that vital time, it's like you're running your car without ever changing the oil. Eventually, it starts to break down. Now you might say, "But I'm getting older. Does it matter?" Absolutely. The older we get, the more important it becomes to sleep well. It's not just about quantity, but the quality of sleep we get. It's about those deep, restorative hours that allow our brains to heal, strengthen, and refresh. For many of us, the recommendation is 7 to 9 hours of sleep each night. But it's not just about how many hours. It's about making sure the hours you do get are restful. So, what can you do? It starts with creating a sleep routine, something that signals to your brain that it's time to wind down. Our bodies thrive on routine. When you go to bed at the same time each night, your body begins to understand that it's time to shut down for the evening. One of the best ways to do this is by avoiding the use of electronics before bed. I know, it's tempting to scroll through your phone or watch a late-night TV show. But the blue light from screens messes with your body's natural production of melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep. Instead, consider setting the mood for a peaceful night's rest. Turn off the bright lights and dim your environment. Try reading a book, listening to soft music, or even practicing gentle stretches. These small actions can make all the difference in how your brain winds down and prepares for the rest it needs. And what about those nights where you wake up at 3 a.m., wide awake and unable to get back to sleep? You're not alone. In fact, it's a common issue, especially as we get older. But don't panic. It's not a sign of something deeply wrong with you. It's simply part of the aging process. Still, you don't have to accept it. The key is to adjust your sleep environment to encourage a deeper, uninterrupted rest. Keep your bedroom cool and dark. Avoid heavy meals, caffeine, and alcohol late in the day. Little changes like this can have a profound effect on the quality of your sleep, which ultimately boosts your brain function and sharpness during the day. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something that can have just as big an impact on your mind: socializing. It's easy to underestimate the power of human connection, especially as we get older and our social circles may become smaller. But don't let that fool you. Socializing is one of the most powerful tools you have for maintaining mental sharpness. When you engage in meaningful conversations, your brain works in ways that exercise it, challenge it, and keep it active. It's much more than just chatting with a friend. It's about the deep interactions that make your mind engage, process emotions, and think critically. Think about it. When was the last time you had a conversation that made you stop and think deeply? That's the type of engagement your brain craves. It's like mental weightlifting. Social interactions stimulate the brain in a way that no solitary activity can. It forces you to listen, respond, and navigate complex ideas and emotions. Whether you're participating in a community group, attending family gatherings, or simply catching up with old friends, these interactions have been shown to improve cognitive function and reduce the risks of mental decline. In fact, studies suggest that people who stay socially active are less likely to experience memory loss and cognitive decline. And it's not just about the quantity of your interactions, it's the quality of them. Meaningful conversations are far more beneficial than small talk or superficial exchanges. Take the time to nurture relationships that challenge you mentally. Reach out to an old friend you haven't spoken to in years. Join a group that sparks your curiosity, or volunteer for a cause that ignites your passion. You might be surprised by how much these connections not only enrich your life, but also keep your brain sharp. But there's one more thing you must address to truly protect your brain health, and that's stress. You've probably heard about the impact of stress on your physical health, but did you know it can be just as harmful to your brain? When we're under stress, our bodies release a hormone called cortisol. And while cortisol is helpful in short bursts, say when you're in a tight spot, it can be damaging when it's constantly elevated. Chronic stress has been linked to brain shrinkage and memory loss, especially in areas like the hippocampus, which is crucial for memory formation. So, if you're constantly stressed, you're doing far more damage to your brain than you may realize. And the thing about stress is that it often feels unavoidable, doesn't it? But here's the truth. Stress is manageable. It's all about finding healthy outlets. One of the most effective ways to manage stress is by staying active. As we've already discussed, physical exercise doesn't just keep your body in shape, it's a powerful stress reliever. But there are other practices that can help as well. Meditation, deep breathing, or even simply taking a walk in nature can significantly reduce your stress levels. These practices help calm the mind, regulate your emotions, and allow you to think more clearly. Over time, these habits can not only reduce your stress, but also improve your cognitive function and mental resilience. If stress is making it difficult to concentrate or causing memory issues, it might be time to introduce some relaxation techniques into your routine. Take a moment to breathe deeply, focus on the present, and practice mindfulness. And don't forget, it's okay to ask for help. If stress is affecting your daily life, speaking with a healthcare professional can help you identify coping strategies that work for you. So now we've covered 4 key habits to help boost your brain power: exercise, nutrition, sleep, and socializing. But there's one last habit I want to talk about, and it's the most powerful of them all: embracing a growth mindset. Imagine waking up one morning, feeling completely lost. Your mind feels foggy, you can't recall what you did yesterday, and the simplest tasks seem like a challenge. You wonder to yourself, is this what aging looks like? Is this my new reality? The truth is, many of us go through moments like these, especially as we age. Memory lapses, a slower pace of thinking, and mental fog can sometimes feel like a signal that the best years of our mind are behind us. But I want to tell you something that might completely change your perspective. Your mind is not done. It's far from it. In fact, the way you approach your life, your attitude, your thoughts, your beliefs, can have a direct impact on how sharp, clear, and strong your mind can be, even well into your 60s and beyond. This isn't about trying to turn back the clock. This isn't about pretending that age doesn't bring its challenges. No. What I'm talking about is a shift, a fundamental shift in how you view your own brain, your own potential. It's about embracing the power of positivity and adopting a growth mindset that will shape not just your outlook on life, but the very way your brain functions. At any age, but especially as we grow older, it's easy to fall into the trap of believing that our minds are fixed, like there's a point when we can't improve anymore, when we've reached our limits. But let me ask you, what if I told you that your brain is still capable of incredible growth? What if I told you that even now you can expand your cognitive abilities, your memory, and your mental sharpness? It's possible. It's not just a hopeful thought. It's backed by science, and it's absolutely within your reach. Let's start with something simple. Positivity. You've heard that a positive attitude can improve your life, but have you ever thought about how it might actually improve your brain function? When you approach life with optimism, your brain isn't just feeling happier, it's more efficient. Studies have shown that positive thinking can reduce stress levels, improve memory, and help you become better at solving problems. When you focus on what's good, your brain gets an extra burst of energy that helps you engage more fully with the world around you. It's like charging your phone. Your mind gets recharged and revitalized. But here's the flip side. When negativity takes over, when stress and worry cloud your thoughts, the opposite happens. Your brain becomes overwhelmed. The constant ruminating on what could go wrong, the fear of not being able to keep up, and the thoughts of losing your abilities. This negative spiral actually harms your brain. It hinders memory, diminishes focus, and makes it harder to retain information. It's like putting a brake on your cognitive functions. But here's the good news. You have the power to stop it. By shifting your mindset toward positivity, you can reverse that process and start fueling your brain with the energy it needs to thrive. The impact of your mindset doesn't end with positivity alone. The real magic happens when you combine it with the power of a growth mindset. This concept, popularized by psychologist Carol Dweck, is about believing that your abilities aren't set in stone. Your intelligence, your skills, and even your memory, these things are not fixed. They are fluid, dynamic, and with effort, they can be developed. It's about understanding that you can always improve, and that growth isn't just something for the young. It's for everyone, at any stage of life. Let's take a moment to think about that. Imagine telling yourself, "It's never too late to improve my memory. I can always work on learning new things, no matter my age." That belief alone is powerful. It opens up possibilities that you may have thought were closed to you. A person with a growth mindset doesn't back down from challenges. They see them as opportunities to learn, grow, and become better. Failure isn't seen as a dead end. It's seen as part of the process of learning. Let me tell you about Linda, a 66-year-old woman from Austin, Texas. When Linda retired, she thought the days of learning new things were behind her. But instead of simply letting time pass, she embraced a new challenge: learning Spanish. At first, the idea seemed impossible. She'd never been very good at languages. But Linda decided to adopt a growth mindset. She practiced every day, even just for a few minutes. She downloaded a language learning app, joined a local Spanish conversation group, and over time, she saw an incredible transformation in her brain. Not only did her ability to speak and understand Spanish improve, but her memory and focus got better too. Linda's story isn't just about learning a language. It's a testament to the power of believing that your brain can grow and adapt, no matter your age. Now, I want you to think about your own life. What's something that you've put off? Something you've thought, I'm too old to start now, or I'll never be able to learn that. Maybe it's picking up a musical instrument, learning how to use new technology, or tackling a puzzle you've been avoiding. It's never too late. Whether it's mastering a new skill, improving your memory, or just being open to learning something new, adopting a growth mindset can give you the confidence to try and to keep trying. Even if you face setbacks along the way, the more you practice, the stronger your brain becomes. It's also important to realize that as we age, challenges will arise. You might find that some days your memory isn't as sharp as it once was, or that certain tasks take longer. That's natural. Aging doesn't mean your mind is failing. It just means your brain is going through changes. But your ability to respond to these changes, how you adapt and continue to push yourself, can make all the difference. If you approach aging with a mindset of decline, then that's what you'll experience. But if you approach it with a mindset of growth, then you activate your brain's natural ability to adapt, develop new neural pathways, and even repair old ones. This is about more than just getting by. It's about thriving. It's about proving to yourself day in and day out that no matter the challenges you face, you can always improve, always grow, and always keep your brain sharp. It's about accepting that mistakes are part of learning and that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to a better, more vibrant mind. Here's the key takeaway. Start small. Don't try to change everything overnight. Set achievable goals, no matter how tiny they might seem. It could be reading one new book a month, learning a new skill, or simply practicing gratitude each morning. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small. By focusing on your progress, not perfection, you'll see your mind becoming sharper, more focused, and more energized. So, here's to the journey ahead. A journey of growth, a journey of learning, and most importantly, a journey of embracing the incredible potential of your mind. Every small step you take now will pay off, not just in the years to come, but in every single day that you live. Because remember, it's never too late to sharpen your mind. And with the right mindset, you'll not only keep your brain sharp, but make it even sharper than before.